Welcome to Retirement with Jim. So today, what do you want out of your retirement? So before we get started, if you like my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. Helps my channel grow. And feel free to leave comments. Love to hear from you. So, what do you want out of retirement? Well, it all depends really truly on your lifestyle. And your lifestyle and the lifestyle you want and how you want to live is really going to dictate what kind of retirement you're going to have. So it's really kind of no doubt. It's all about how much money you save and how well prepared you are. But there's a lot of things that go into that. So you got to look at, and it really comes down to budgeting. Again, always has, probably always will. But if you don't need a ton of money, and so budgeting just means that you're taking a look at, what your bills are. For instance, your housing, your car, your utilities, your entertainment, the things that you're spending on a monthly basis, But it also involves other things. Are you going to have to take care of parents in your retirement? Are you prepared for that? Are you taking care of your children, your adult children? Are you giving them money and helping them financially in a way that they would not be able to survive without your help? So it's something to have to think of, and it really comes down to then, how much money and what's budgeted. The next thing in there is healthcare. Are you budgeting in healthcare for when you're older, much older? Remember, it's a projected $165,000 lifetime spending that you're going to spend on your healthcare needs. So are you prepared for that? Have you set aside or bought long-term insurance, healthcare insurance, which would be a really smart thing to do because it really helps with the cost of all of that. But of course, then that means budgeting for that and taking a look at that. So do you have a clear picture of what your money needs in retirement are? So you have to look at, you have to factor in inflation, the tariffs, the projected cost increases that you're going to see over the lifespan of how long you think you're going to live. And that's, it can be as little as 5 years, as much as 30 more years. But either way, costs are never going down. We'd love to see that, but that's just the reality is that just doesn't happen. So you really got to know, what your budget is. You got to know and think about, where you're spending your money. What kind of lifestyle do you have right now? And do you want that lifestyle to continue as it is? Or are you planning to do more? Are you planning maybe to travel? Are you planning, to be able to just kind of hang out at home and go do something out occasionally, but enjoy that time just being at home? So you have to ask yourself, what are your needs? What are your desires? So what kind of lifestyle are you going to have in that retirement? Begs the question. So let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think you want to do with your retirement, what you plan. And are you prepared? Have you thought of the cost involved? So with that, I'm going to tell you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.